Welcome to Close to Home, where we explore issues happening right in our own backyard and all around North Central Florida. Today, we're taking a closer look at the two-wheeled vehicles on the road. Vicki Santello started riding long distance in 2000.
Some of my best memories are shadowing the Tour de France, which I did 2 years in a row. I didn't do the whole route, but did the Alps.
On September 21st, 2006, Vicki and fellow rider Michael Krasilowski went on a normal training ride.
We were just on the right-hand side of the road, doing about 21 miles an hour, and before I knew it, this car had hit my back wheel, and I never heard the car coming. And I hit the top of the car or the windshield or something. And I actually had this flashing thought that I might get up until this wave of pain hit me.
Vicki was hit at over 50 miles an hour and landed on her back. She sustained a multiple fracture on her left femur, broken collarbone, and a fractured spine.
I started to understand, how seriously injured I was. So, and what the full ramifications are. So at the time, people were telling me I wouldn't ever ride again, I probably wouldn't walk well again.
She spent 3 months in a hard upper body cast in a wheelchair to keep the spine immobile. It took 8 months for her to learn to walk again.
My view on this was that, if I just kept pushing forward, that I would get well again. I just didn't know, how deep the hole was. I really was immobilized.
Stories like Vicki's are not uncommon.
I think that drivers should be aware that for the most part, cyclists are not trying to get in their way. They're just doing the same thing that you are. They're trying to get to work, trying to get to school, trying to be safe. And so if you can give us just a little bit of extra room and be patient with us while we learn how to become a cycling culture and how to ride safely with you on the road.
Another two-wheeled group on the road is the motorcycles.
Motorcycling in Gainesville is a blast. Done it here in this town for 30 plus years myself. If you own a motorcycle, then obviously you're going to pay attention to the motorcycles. It would be nice if car drivers could understand how vulnerable we really are, and no tailgating and less reckless behavior on their part's always a big plus.
The road is built for many uses, and that there are conditions like rain or fog or heat that impact different people who are using the road differently.
Vicki now requires intensive and ongoing physical therapy. In September of 2008, Vicki threw a party on the 2-year anniversary of the accident.
A very special friend came up that day. It was kind of unexpected, and he said to me, "Why aren't you on the bike?" And I guess it was the way he asked the question. Other people had kind of said, "Well, will you get back on?" And I was always like, no. So I just started talking. It was just this huge kind of emotional unwinding, 2 years of real suffering and sorrow. And at the end of it, he said, "Okay, so do you want to ride?" And I said, "Yeah, I really do."
3 weeks later, she and her now boyfriend, Bob Claude, rode on the Gainesville Hawthorne Trail.
And I got on the bike and just rode off like nothing ever happened. The next day, he said, "You want to go again?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, I think we need to get on the road."
Vicki is now riding roughly 100 miles a week.
I've been on the bike for 3 months, which is a real, I still don't believe that I'm doing it. Take precautions and understand, anything in life has risks.
Drive safely. I'm Lisa St. John for Close to Home.